Today we're going to be showing you how to make Lao coconut noodle soup, also known as mee kati. So I know, we have not been in the kitchen for a long time. Like, we've been so busy with illnesses because it's Canadian winter and work and just being extra exhausted with our family. So we finally got back on and we're like, you know what, we need to make a video. And luckily enough, our friend Wendy here came to visit and she has agreed to help us out today in the kitchen.
Okay, so growing up, mee kati was not one of my favorite dishes, Lao dishes.
But it was like,
yeah. Didn't like the sweetness of it. It was a little too over sweet. Just something about the taste of it that I just wasn't liking. But we ended up making 2 different styles of pots the other day.
Yeah.
And
just because, like, if you go to, like, if you grew up eating this dish, you could go to so many different households and they'll always taste different because everybody has their own preferences. Like, some people add a lot more ingredients and some people are more simple, and it does change the taste a lot. But the base of the soup always stays the same. It always has that really rich coconutty taste, which is why it's called coconut noodle soup. So, like Wendy said, we trialed a few versions of a couple of our family members, her mom's, my mother-in-law's, what I remembered from what my dad used to make me, and we kind of combined, yeah, and we did all like the stuff that we like. So we think we perfected it to our tasting, and we hope you also enjoy it as much as we did. Let's get started.
Okay, so it looks like there's a ton of ingredients. That's because there's a ton of flavor in this soup. So we're going to be using about 1 to 2 pounds of pork bones. We have about 2 to 3 pounds of ground pork. We are going to use a ton of garlic. We have galangal, we have roasted peanuts, we have our lemongrass, our lime leaves. We have shallots, we have eggs. What else is going in the broth here? We have our red curry paste, we have our coconut milk. We are going to be using a little bit of chicken powder, paprika. We have our soybean paste. Of course, we have our rice noodles, we have our tamarind, dried chilies, and
oil, fish sauce, and sugar and salt.
And then everything here, the fixins, that's what we're gonna add to the soup when it's done. So just quickly, we got our cabbage, our cilantro, our green onions, our carrots, our mint, and lime, and bean sprouts. Let's get this rolling.
First thing you want to do is soak your dry peppers and your noodles in cold water.
so what we did with the tamarind was put it in a saucepan to cook it down with a bit of water. So it becomes like a liquidy paste, and then you strain it in the strainer because it has all the seeds. So you kind of just want to mash it all in until it goes through and becomes a paste like this.
Okay, so you're gonna add some water to your bones. You're gonna fill your pot about 3/4 because you're gonna be adding a lot in there, so you don't wanna fill it to the top with water just yet. Just like that. And then you're gonna add about 2 to 3 stalks of your lemongrass. You're gonna add a handful, like 5 pieces of your galangal. And then about 10 lime leaves. The last thing you're going to add to make your base is about a tablespoon of salt.
All right, so while that's boiling, we're going to make a paste to add to the broth, and this is literally going to give it all of its flavor, guys. So we're going to start with 1/2 cup of water in our blender here. We're going to add about like 15 of these peppers that we soaked earlier. That water looks spicy. Should we shot it? Maybe? Yes? No?
I'm gonna take
half a shot later. Stay tuned.
We might. I don't know. We'll see. Because that looks like a spicy water. All right, so there's that. We're gonna do about 5 slices of the galanga. And 2 to 3 shallots. You can just put everything in here whole because it's just gonna get blended up anyways. About 15 cloves of garlic. And then lastly, we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of curry paste, red curry paste. And 2 tablespoons of paprika. It smells really good, guys.
So once your water is boiled, you're gonna add in your ground pork. So honestly, you just take a scoop and you're just gonna dump it in there in big fat chunks. It's gonna cook and we're gonna break it up after.
Okay, so while our ground pork is cooking, we're gonna do the paste. So we're gonna add a bit of oil. It's about 1 tablespoon. And then you're gonna add the paste mixture. And then we're gonna cook this down until you get almost like an oil extraction from the paste, which is going to create that thick layer of redness on top of the soup. For about 10 minutes. So you can see the oil starting to extract from it, and this is what you want. As soon as you see this, you can go ahead and add your 2 cans of coconut milk. Pretty much ready to go, so we will set this aside.
Okay guys, so once your ground pork is fully cooked, you're gonna just take it out. Okay, so you're gonna take it out, and this is where the fun part comes. So Savannah is going to be pretty helpful here, and yes, we're doing it on the floor. You've watched our videos, we do this all the time, and people always comment on it. It's not weird. Along with your meat, you're going to be adding your soybean paste. Okay, so if you've never cooked with soybean paste and you're wondering what it tastes like, it is actually, what is it?
It's very, very salty.
It is, it's super salty, so lay off on the salt because that's where you're gonna get it.
Okay, so we're almost done this soup, and I'm telling you, the kitchen smells so good. I'm getting hungry. It's pretty late at night. If you can't tell, it's kind of dark in the kitchen. But we're almost there. So we're gonna do half a cup of fish sauce.
my god, guys, it smells so good. And I cannot wait to eat this. And I've never said that ever in my life about Mikati. So,
Sorry,
this
Mom.
just speaks volumes.
Simmering for about 20-25 minutes. We're gonna do a quick taste test, and this is where we'll see if we need to add anything and adjust it. That's good. It's actually perfect. It has the perfect kick. It's not too sweet for me. I love it. Wendy?
I agree.
It's so flavorful.
It's like the perfect saltiness, the perfect sweetness. I don't think we need to add anything else to it.
All right, so I was just behind the camera. I needed to double check that these girls were telling the truth about this because I am the true Mikati fan. So let's see what this is. That's so good.
And we're gonna let it simmer for probably about like another 20-30 minutes.
So the very last thing we're gonna do is prepare our noodles. So this requires a little more work than, your typical, noodles that you make for pho, for instance. We're gonna add a little bit of oil to our water that's boiling here. You're just gonna add in your rice noodles that you had soaking.
So these noodles don't take long because you've already pre-soaked them. This was literally in here for about 5 minutes and they're ready to go. It is after 8 p.m., way past my dinner time. I don't know about yours. So we are ready to eat. I'm ready to eat. She's ready to eat. She's ready to eat. We're all ready to eat. Let's do this.
All dressed to our likings. I didn't add anything.
Which is pretty much nothing.
Like literally, it's the easiest thing because it's so tasty and delicious.
Add your veggies and add your hot sauce if you want it a little bit more spicy. Yeah. But honestly, it's so simple. Everybody just eats it the same.
The colors in here are so beautiful. It's so vibrant.
Yeah. Let's give it a taste. Wow. It is so good. Not too sweet, not It's just so satisfying. Oh my
A
gosh.
perfect like winter dinner. Yeah,
Wow.
honestly, the soup, if it's the warm.
Guys, I think I'm gonna love Mika tea now.
Yeah, I think we need to make this for
But, like,
everybody
this way.
and be like,
Yeah.
hey,
Definitely all of our friends. Because
Yeah.
this will be a favorite, I think.
No, I think so.
Mhm.
It's like the perfect combination.
And man, you can really
flavors.
taste the coconut base.
Yeah.
Like it's delicious, is to say the least.
Definitely give this a try, guys. Let us know what you think.
And hopefully we can have Wendy back another time because she's awesome. So yeah, sorry we haven't posted in a while. We hope to see you guys soon.
Tell us what to make next, actually. That's
Yeah.
yeah, like what should we make?
Yeah, we need motivation. Help us out.
You guys want